All right, so a couple things I wanted to say today. Jules is a man that lives near Michigan's mom in Florida, 90-something years old, electrician in Chicago, big Chicago Bears, Cubs, all those fans. Living in Florida for a long time, lived near Michigan's mom for a long time, and he's going into hospice. And we're walking home today. Today is the birthday of her father who passed a couple years ago. Nice man, met him once. I'm glad I met him. And it's a somber day because you don't have that you don't have your father to talk to anymore. And then we're walking home. We're talking about her niece in France and just stuff. And she gets a text message, and bam, she finds out that he's going to the hospice. Of course, she cries. Such a nice man. I mean, one of the funny guy. I met him. We talked him on the phone. Met him. Just a funny guy. And he hung out with Michigan's dad. They played cards and everything. And, it just sucks, the cycle of life. You just talk about these things. And so I'm sending my love to Jules today. Send him, I'm in Michigan. Tough day. We had a nice day. We hung out with Jay. We talked about the Jay with the Mets. Always talk about the Mets. And then Bumbles sends me something. Bumbles is the best, man. I mean, he is a huge Met fan. We're always having arguments, and he sends me about Carlos Rodon being a great acquisition, great acquisition by the Yankees. And I was like, really, dude, you're going off on that, and I'm just like, really? I mean, and then I was going to talk about some Mets, and then I just realized, and it's kind of crazy right now. So the pitcher there was a rundown in the Rays game, and the way he went down on his knee, I think he just screwed up his whole knee. Clevenger, for the Rays, the way he went down, now he's down, and he's like, something's wrong with the knee, and they got to bring somebody in to get the knee checked out. It's 7-7, and the Yankees were up 6-0 with Cole pitching today. Cole gave up 6 runs in 5 innings, and they went from a 6-0 lead in the 5th to being down 7-6, tied it, and now we're in the top of the 10th, and they just threw out a runner at home, which was a sloppy play. But so I talked to Bumbles. He sends me that. He goes, I said, he got a shot in his back. It's chronic. He goes, chronic issue, no due diligence on Yankees' part. I was like, no diligence? I go, let's talk about the Mets fiascos. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Carl Pavano, Jacoby Ellsbury. How about let's talk about that? They just brought a wheelchair out, but it looks like Clevenger's going to be okay, which is good. And, I mean, I could talk about Jay brought up Jason Bay, who was also a bust. I mean, look at this. Severino, they got 4 years, $40 million. He made hardly any starts, and now he's complaining because he was upset that they made him do an intra-squad pitching assignment, and they're delaying his rehab assignment in the minors. Why? Of course they are. You've been hurt all the goddamn time. They gave you all this money, and none of it panned out whatsoever for the team at all. And then Aaron Hicks, 7 years, $70 million, and they still owe him a couple more years. And he's been shit for years. And then Bumbles just sends me Sergio Leone, now pitching, the great Sergio Leone, 6 of 7 losses to Tigers and Rockies. That's what he's telling me about the Mets. The one game we won 1-0, awful team, no chemistry, worst bullpen in baseball. This team may not win 85. Well, the Yankees, and then Ethan goes off, says that this team is special. I'm like, dude, what is special about a Yankee team that came in today 9 games out of first place to the Rays? One Friday, thank God. One yesterday with Bader coming in and getting a clutch hit, and LeMahieu, Clevenger's going off and hobbling, so that's not good. And the Yankees are now 7-7, and they are 18-16 on the season, and the Rays are 27-7. Not good. Yeah, I think Clevenger is crying. I think he knows that the knee is really screwed up. He's like, this knee is probably tore something, but special. And Ethan's young, so I got to give him that. But I said, dude, I said special. I said the 78 Yankees were special, and he's like 2009, and now he's too young. He goes, I don't know anything about the 78 Yankees. I'm like, you got to look this up, Ethan. You got to look this up. 78, they came back. What were they? 13 behind in July. Came back. Went to a 1-game playoff in Boston, Jewish holidays. I remember it was the Jewish holidays, and Bucky fucking Dent hits the home run, and they win 5-4. And Jackson had a home run in that game, too, and they ended up winning the World Series. That is 2009, just because they won the last championship. But he's a young kid. I mean, he's 16 or something now? I mean, he doesn't know. But 78, that was a team. That was special. This Yankees team, no. Now, we both agree that we both love Harrison Bader, but I'd like to see Harrison Bader play a whole season and stay healthy, which has never happened. Well, he only came over last season. He was hurt when he came to the team, and then the oblique, he finally got in, hit his second home run in 3 days. And Friday night, he hit a 3-run homer, which was the third of the season and the first one in 20 games. And Rizzo hit a home run today. That was his first extra base hit after nine games. And IKF had his first extra base hit yesterday, and I think Hicks got his first one today of the season. And, last year they hit both these three-run home runs this season, and they're first in 20 games on Friday. I mean, no bueno. Not good at all. Yeah, not good at all. Yeah. Severino, yeah, they're going to take your time. They're going to take their time because you've been hurt all the time. Yeah, I told Jay I wouldn't swear as much, but and we were talking about old Bill Pulsipher, who did not have a great career. Jay and I were talking about all these old Mets, and he said, thank you for the shout out and stuff. I said, dude, I'll give you a shout out anytime you want. And yeah, we were talking about, we were talking about a lot of stuff. And yeah, we were talking, he said, appreciate the call out. He says, Harvey, longtime fan, I'm sad the Dark Knight went down in smoke like Doc Gooden. Man, Doc Gooden. Think about it. First time he tried coke, that was it. First time, he was done. Jason Isringhausen, who ended up playing well, et cetera, for the Cardinals, became a reliever. It's just one of them. If just one of them were consistent, he said, the Mets could have won multiple. Yeah, could have, would have, should have. Senga looks like he's going to be good. Nimmo, can they get Ohtani? Maybe they said, Senga with Ohtani, 2 Japanese guys, be the 1 and 2 starters. That'd be great. He said, and we were talking about guys. I said,